set to go now in what could be called the Battle of the Beltway. The Ravens and Redskins are underway. The return man, Chris Moore. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25. Five-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Gun! 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 Gun!
This time Jackson will throw it. Caught by Snead over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
What a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Smith on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Set! Fire, DD! 12, 12, 12.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this is caught at the 8. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, 15. Go. Hey, slot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson taking it in. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. A nice little juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Baltimore Ravens coming back out here on offense. Charles, a franchise that hasn't made the playoffs since 2014. And the way the middle part of this year has gone, it doesn't look like 2018 is going to stem that tide, does it?
It doesn't appear that way. They still have a chance if they can get hot, of course. But you're exactly right. Remember, as you mentioned, they haven't gotten to the playoffs in 2014. 4 out of the last 5 years they've missed the playoffs.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Zach Brown in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on that last play. And that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 79 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, let's roll. No. All.
On 3rd down, it's Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
15. Regular.
They run. Peterson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
I said 980. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
Now Smith, that's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. As Baltimore's offense makes their way back on the field, Charles, wanted to ask you about their running game. I mean, really, the offense has had some issues, but the running game needs to be picked up, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Alex Collins, who had such a big year last season, Buck Allen, both of them trying, but the running game does need to get kick-started. So it's a low-risk trade for Ty Montgomery, getting him from Green Bay. I think where they get him for a 27th round pick. But he has experience running the football with Green Bay. And remember, he came into the league as a receiver, so he can help open up the offense in a number of ways, not to mention his kick return ability as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, Montgomery trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hut, hut.
Jackson finds his target, Montgomery. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Preston Smith coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he fends him off. Being chased out left. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown, 36 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now here's Johnson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. On 1st down, Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Ready? Line 80.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the end zone, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Tressway now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 20. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Montgomery. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this. Or keeps hitting the calculator.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
12.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On third down, it's Thompson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now here's Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10.
Hey, back up.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
3 down. 7. Line, 80.
Here's Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They are going for it. It's Smith. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient and let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On 2nd down, Jack.